Reggie Burrows Hodges is an American artist. He's a figurative painter. And one of the very distinctive things about Reggie's work is that he uses a black ground. And he's made this very much his own, and his work is always recognizable because of this element. And when he's depicting a figure within his compositions, the figure always becomes the negative space. Reggie Burrows Hodges is an artist whose work I've been aware of for some time and have hugely admired it. So when we came to offer him an exhibition, I hadn't actually met him. We had talked over Zoom. I had done a virtual studio visit, but I knew enough about speaking to him and about his work that he would be an amazing person to work with here. And what's very exciting for us is that Malta is entirely new for Reggie, and like any artist that we work with, we invited him to come over and to find out about Maltese culture, our rich history here, and also what's happening now, because we feel it's really important for artists to embed themselves within the community here. Even for a short time, for a few weeks, to see what there is to see, which is a lot, the temples, the cathedral, there's so much richness here. And Reggie did that, but he did it in an extraordinary way, which was completely unanticipated for us. This, of course, will be his first European museum exhibition. And he made a decision shortly before the museum opened that he was going to come and set up his studio here and produce all of the work for this exhibition in Malta. So it's an incredibly special exhibition for us and for him. Reggie really did embrace everything about Malta. He got to know communities, he got to know people who were on the workers' end of Malta, both the immigrants and the Maltese themselves. He got to know some sports people. He got to know intellectuals. So he really kind of, grappled with the whole thing. And that's before even talking about its history. But anyone who spends any time in Malta hears the word Mela again and again and again. And it is one of those extraordinary words that means so many things with different intonations suggesting different meanings. And it can mean so or but or well but the reading that Reggie interestingly came up with, and the one that compelled him to use it as the title, it is often employed just before an idea is expressed. So it becomes a kind of pause, a moment for the gravitas of this idea, this notion, this observation to be expressed. Scale is very important within this exhibition. The majority of the paintings are big, and some of them are really, really big. Reggie came to see the museum the first week he arrived in Malta, and he was delighted and struck by and daunted by the enormous spaces that these galleries have. And they are very, very different. There's so much open space. There's so much space where we have these monumental foundational walls for the fortifications that date back to the 17th century. And he really came to understand the volume, and in the end embraced it, as we all have done working within this space. So the pictures very much reflect the scale of the gallery. He's absolutely done it beautifully because they fit so well. And you have these moments of extraordinary scale where the viewer is completely absorbed by the work. And then there are other moments of intimacy where you're looking at something much smaller. And it's fascinating to see how he's able to create very different moods within scale. The same day that Reggie came to see the museum and saw the spaces, the very grand spaces that we had invited him to contemplate and fill, the same day he went to see the Caravaggio. I brought him to the cathedral, and it's a very famous Caravaggio. It is possibly his best work. It is certainly his biggest work and the only work that was signed. And it was done while Caravaggio was a visitor for a period of time in Malta. And of course, that instantly had connections for Reggie, because in the same day as he saw the museum and realized the scale that he had to fill, he realized that Caravaggio had also been a visitor to the island and had also been asked to fill this space within the oratory to create his biggest work. So there was a lovely kind of synergy between the two artists many centuries apart. But of course, as so many artists do, Reggie was fascinated by Caravaggio for so many different reasons. Obviously, it's the light that Caravaggio is able to achieve in his work, but it's also looking at his subject matter as people on the margins of society. It's the people that we forget about, and that's so fundamental to Reggie's work. And when you look at his series of labor paintings, it's very much depicting the people who are doing the work, and they are the people that will least benefit by it. The people who are building, the people that are tending the land. It's the people that aren't often seen or registered.